Our next fighter making his way to the cage, Gilbert Nakatani.
It's a hot Sunday night in August, and we're at Club Nokia in Los Angeles for the University of Mixed Martial Arts Fight Night 8. I'm Rich Slayton, joined by Larry Landless to call this 125-pound affair between Hugo Aranda and Gilbert Nakatani. Nakatani on his way to the cage right now, the 20-year-old fighter from Covina, California, with a record of 1 win and no losses, and a fairly strong high school wrestling background.
Oh yeah, that's what I like to hear. Northview High School wrestler, 7th in state at 119 pounds. This kid is comes from a very good wrestling pedigree. That school is well known for the wrestling in the southern section. He's also a Sityodtong L.A. and Sampa BJJ Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. So he's got some stand-up and he's got some grounds with a little bit submission. So let's see if he puts it all together.
The young fighter with 1 win coming back in May earlier this year. He's a strong wrestler, good at scrapes, very squirrely in the scrambles. The interesting story here is his opponent, Hugo Aranda, one of the rising stars from House of Champions, has been on a tear up until he went up against the larger and stronger wrestler in Luis Carmona. Now, Hugo's been putting on weight, trying to bulk up a bit, and in fact, tonight for the first time, he weighed in without taking off his clothes. He weighed in, with taking his clothes off rather than able to step on there with a sweatshirt and everything. So that's the big question. Can Gilbert Nakatani, who is a little bit bulkier than Hugo Aranda, use that bulk and that wrestling to control the 18-year-old opponent?
And his opponent making his way to the cage, Hugo Aranda.
Making his 3rd appearance here at the U and his 4th fight overall is 18-year-old Hugo Aranda from the rising gym House of Champions. Teammates of former U of MMA champion Darian D.C. Chapman, longtime U fighter Dean Bo Moskowitz. Hugo Aranda, no slouch in his own, a talented, young, energetic fighter with 2 wins, both of them here at the U.
Yes, he's from the House of Champions. He loves to finish with triangles. He says he could get triangles from almost any angle, so we'll see if he can pull that off.
We were talking earlier about how Hugo struggled against the strength and wrestling of the much older Luis Carmona. He has been bulking up, putting on weight, trying to get his size more competitive. His plan here against Gilbert is both to use that extra size to sprawl, but also try to time him coming in with uppercuts and hooks.
Yes, I think the striking game is going to play more of an effect in this match because they're both pretty even when it comes to wrestling. When it comes to submissions, I don't know if Gilbert wants to mix it up with him technical submissions. So I'm pretty sure Gilbert's pretty comfortable keeping this on the feet and avoiding the takedown by Hugo and vice versa.
You can see very traditional Muay Thai shorts on Gilbert Nakatani. We've all seen the quick, sharp striking, the feints, the combinations of Hugo Aranda. This has all the makings of a 125-pound firefight. To get this thing started, let's go inside the cage with Salvador Arellano.
Our next fight of the evening is brought to you by Raquel, the Queen of Vale, scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 125-pound division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an all-around fighter. He comes to the cage with a record of 1 win and no losses. He stands at 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighed in at 125 pounds, representing Sampa Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Sityodtong, Los Angeles. From Covina, California, Gilbert Nakatani. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a freestyle fighter. He brings a record of 2 wins and 1 loss to the cage. 1 win coming by way of knockout. He stands at 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in officially at 125 pounds, fighting with the House of Champions from North Hollywood, California, Hugo Aranda. Man in charge of the action, Mac Danzig.
Get ready for 3 2-minute rounds of fast-paced flyweight fighting between Hugo Aranda in the black and white trunks, Gilbert Nakatani in the black Muay Thai trunks with the gold trim. This is the University of Mixed Martial Arts. It starts here. Both fighters light on their feet early. A quick jab and front kick from Aranda.
He ate that one. He ate that one. Yeah, there he goes with the right.
Hugo puts it on
nice
with a big
right.
punch.
He's going. And
Lots
nice.
of punches coming down from the top.
He's in
Nakatani all over him.
He was in a great position to continue there. Half guard. Oh, ref stopped it. Ref stopped it. He took too much punishment.
That is it. A blazing fast finish from Gilbert Nakatani.
Wow. That kid's fire and he's got energy.
Unbelievable. Looked like Hugo Aranda was taking control of this fight early, landing a bunch of big strikes against Nakatani, but one big counter hook drops Aranda. Nakatani swarms, and that is it.
That first kick to his face left him with a nice little mark, and he ate it quick, and then he recovered and came back with some great punches.
We're seeing a little bit of the action here, that flurry from Nakatani. As soon as he saw that Hugo was in trouble, he knew that our referee, Mac Danzig, was looking very closely, and he poured it on.
Yeah, he's putting on those hammer fists, and I guess Mac Danzig saw something he didn't like right there and decided to stop it.
Remember, this is amateur mixed martial arts. These are not professionals. Our referees are instructed even more specifically. Yes, every ref's job is to protect the fighter, but even more so these young fighters who are just trying their skills to prepare themselves for the professional ranks.
Yes, they have to end it just a little bit quicker than you would see in the pro fights, and there's a reason for it. That's how we got licensed to do our job, and that's the way we do it. And they're actually, to be honest with you, they're actually looking at a guy. Here's Mac's debut at a MMA show. They want to see if he can pull the trigger as opposed to not pulling the trigger. They don't want to see a guy who takes it upon himself to let it go too long. They'd rather see him pull the trigger because they know he'll do it.
You know, only 18 years old, the young Hugo Aranda, a bright future. But first, let's hear about the win. Our official call coming from Salvador Arellano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the punishment ends 22 seconds into the first round. Your winner by way of ref stoppage due to strikes out of the blue corner, Gilbert Nakatani.
Gilbert, come talk to me. Let's give it up for both these fighters. That was kind of awesome. Gilbert, I think maybe 1 or 2 people came out to see you. 1 or 2? No?
100, baby. Almost 100. Support all the way.
That was a pretty good way to make a statement. You came out pretty fast and furious and said what you had to say with your hands, yeah?
Yeah, I don't mess around.
Tell everybody who came out to see you thank you.
Thank you, all my supporters, my coaches, my family, everybody that came out, all the other fans. Thank you guys. I'll be back soon.
All right, let's get him back here as soon as possible. Give it up for your winner, Gilbert Nakatani.
Your winner by technical knockout in the very first round, Gilbert Nakatani.